Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Unfortunately, we've lost the wrestler known as Sabu, who passed away at age 60. The cause of death has not been revealed. For many of my listeners, our mothers are around that age group, and 60 years old is still considered young, especially given the advancements in healthcare that have led to longer life expectancies. It's common for individuals to live in their 70s, 80s, or even longer. Many people at 60 still have plenty of active years ahead of them with opportunities for personal and professional growth. The emotional impact of losing someone who seems to have so much life left can feel particularly tragic and premature. During this difficult time, my heartfelt thoughts and condolences go out to Sabu's friends, families, and the fans. Sabu was a part of a new generation of wrestlers who showcased a quicker, high-impact style that has influenced wrestlers today. This innovation was made possible thanks to talented individuals like Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio Jr., Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Sabu, who gained recognition through ECW and WCW. Sabu was also the nephew of one of wrestling's legendary heels, the Sheik. Brief history on the Sheik. In the 20th century, there were about 24 wrestling territories in the United States, each run by a promoter. The Sheik managed Detroit. When I started watching wrestling, the Sheik's career was winding down. However, according to wrestling historians like Jim Cornette, the Sheik was the undisputed king of Toronto and Detroit. Over 10 years, he sold nearly 5 million tickets for his matches in those two cities alone. The Sheik passed away in 2003 at 73 and never broke kayfabe publicly throughout his career. Sabu made up for his limited traditional wrestling skills by being willing to endure extreme physical punishment. After gaining fame in frontier martial arts wrestling, also known as FMW, in 1991, his body was marked by numerous deep scars crisscrossing his torso. His trademark move involved breaking tables, usually with his own body. This particular stunt has echoed through the wrestling industry today and is seen in every promotion. In 1996, Sabu contacted J.J. Dillon, who was likely an executive at WWE, WWF then, to express his interest in working for the company. A one-time agreement was reached for Sabu to compete in the 1997 Royal Rumble, which was co-promoted with AAA. As part of the deal, WWE agreed to allow him to perform his signature table spot to eliminate himself from the match, helping to preserve his unique persona. However, Sabu ultimately did not participate, even though his friends encouraged him to take up on this opportunity. As the story goes, Paul Heyman persuaded him to not go through with it. Sabu famously jumped off the Raw letters during the ECW invasion of Raw in February 1997. This event took place at the Manhattan Center in New York City. For younger fans who may not have seen this event on the WWE Network or YouTube, the entranceway of Monday Night Raw featured 10-foot tall cutouts of the letters RAW. It was an impressive visual, and as a child watching it, I was blown away and wish I could follow ECW, even though I couldn't afford the pay-per-view since I was just a kid. And I didn't know if anybody in Toronto could even watch ECW television without a satellite dish to receive the MSG network. I won't discuss Sabu's time in the original ECW because I couldn't view it in Canada, and I didn't watch his brief run on the Spike TV or the WWE ECW revival. The last time I saw Sabu was when he finally got his spot in the Royal Rumble in 2007. It was eliminated through a table. when Kane eliminated him with a choke slam from the top rope through the announce desk. Now, I saw somebody on social media mention this, and I'd like to share it with you. According to a study by the University of Eastern Michigan, mortality rates for wrestlers, specifically age 45 to 54, are indeed 2.9 times greater than the rate of men in the general U.S. population. This heightened mortality is attributed to a combination of factors, including drug use, physical strain, and a demanding workload. Cardiovascular disease is the most common cause of death among these wrestlers. John Cena at 48 is set to retire this year, marking the end of a distinguished career. He has achieved great financial success and still has potential to earn millions in Hollywood. In contrast, Sabu had intended to continue wrestling to his 60s. Tragically, just 3 weeks after winning his retirement match against Joey Janela during WrestleMania weekend, Sabu passed away. As John Cena steps back to explore new opportunities, he leaves a legacy of hard work and perseverance that has inspired countless fans and inspiring wrestlers. Sabu's sudden passing is a potent reminder of life's fragility, and the passion that drives individuals to pursue their dreams, often at great risk. Both legends have made lasting impressions on the wrestling world, and their stories will resonate with fans for years. As we celebrate their contributions, we must also remember to cherish every moment, both in and out of the ring. Now, I need to address some corrections and omissions from my previous upload. I apologize for not mentioning Jade Cargill amongst the individuals Mark Henry introduced to the world of professional wrestling alongside Braun Strowman and Bianca Belair. Regarding Mayu Iwatani's upcoming matches in Marigold, there was some confusion towards her wrestling 2 shows on May 17th, 2025. So here's the correction. The first show is going to be a matinee show. So earlier in the day, Utami Hayashida and Victoria Yuzuki versus Marai and Mayu Iwatani. The second show is going to be an evening show on the same day, May 17th. Utami Hayashida, Mayu Iwatani, and Victoria Yuzuki versus Nagase Nozaki, Chikai, and Gigaton. Then on May 24th, Victoria Yuzuki versus Mayu Iwatani for the Super Flyweight Championship. So let's talk about Backlash. I was going to talk about Backlash, but John Cena attacked R-Truth during the 2025 Backlash post-show press conference. This event should have taken place before WrestleMania this year, building up to the John Cena and Cody Rhodes WWE Championship match. Cena plays a heel role and delivers a heel-worthy attack on Cody during the Elimination Chamber. However, this attack, while it was sufficient enough to establish Cena's new heel persona, I believe more should have been done to establish Cena's new heel persona. So personally, I was frustrated that Cena brutally assaulted Cody, yet no one on the roster seemed to care. In contrast, when Big E was kicked out of New Day by Xavier and Kofi, it became a primary storyline on the main roster for weeks, with various roster members expressing their discontent over Xavier and Kofi's actions. So I believe it was crucial to have someone who was friends with Cody and Cena to confront him. And I thought it was extremely fitting for Cena to attack R-Truth. And this moment was necessary for Cena's heel turn because it's going to provide Cody with a strong reason to tell Cena why he needs to be humbled by Cody. And most likely you will see this rematch at the upcoming SummerSlam event. So our final news report for this upload covers an incident involving a fan who threw a bottle into the ring towards John Cena during the May 10th, 2025 edition of SmackDown. Cena's ring introduction was temporarily paused to acknowledge the thrown bottle. It's interesting that WWE chose to highlight this incident instead of cutting away. Could this be a paid product placement? The Spectator threw an empty aluminum bottle of Michelob Ultra, which is noteworthy because John Cena starred in a Super Bowl advertisement for them in 2020. He may have another commercial for them in the works. So I reached out to inquire about the alcohol service at events at the Nutter Center, including the recent WWE SmackDown. My question was, during events at the Nutter Center, is alcohol served in cups for guests, or is the original beer can provided? So, because I heard some chatter on social media that this was the case at the Nutter Center, so I just sent an email to see if I could get a response. So I received a response a few minutes later from someone who unfortunately couldn't answer my question because they had left their position. This person forwarded my inquiry to another individual, but I never received a reply from that person. So, based on this experience, my thing is this incident with the bottle was a staged incident until I hear elsewise. So, yeah, that's it for today's upload. I'll see you guys in the next upload. Take care.